We are live. Greetings, everyone, my brothers and sisters in Nigeria or anywhere you are around the world. I bring you warm greetings here in Jefferson City, Missouri, North America. Today is Tuesday, and guess what? It is Constitution Tuesday, and guess what? It is the show powered by Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, the show or the program called Nigerian Constitution and Your Right, or Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Right. And I'm your humble anchor, Edmond, Ikeh. And welcome to the show. So as you're joining, I want to apologize. I think we started just 4 minutes late today. The show is supposed to start at 9 p.m. Nigerian time, or 3 p.m. US Central Time, or 4 p.m. US Eastern Time. But here we are. I am here with you, and the topic for discussion or topic of conversation is the law of discrimination. The law of discrimination. And why the law of discrimination is because, if you remember, this for the past few weeks, we have been in the series covering the fundamental rights of Nigerians. So, and the fundamental rights of Nigeria are 14. We have 14 fundamental rights of Nigerians, and these 14 fundamental rights are covered from Section 33 to Section 46 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. And we have covered from 33 all the way to 42. Today we're focusing on 42, which talks about discrimination and like things like that. That is why we have the topic, the law of discrimination, because that is what the focus of Section 42 is all about. So please like this, like now, and start sharing the link, and invite your brothers and sisters, invite everyone to participate in the show, and join us in the conversation section, comment through the conversation, and join so that we can converse together throughout the show. I don't want to go through it all by myself. I want you to be here with me by bringing your opinion to questions as we go along with the show. Okay, let me take a quick comment before we continue. Right, I have a comment from Rita English. Good evening, Dr. Edmond. Greetings us all. Greetings to you too, Rita, and greetings to all our viewers, all the audience watching from wherever they are. Greetings to all of you, and welcome to the show, Nigerian Constitution and Your Right. And as I mentioned, we'll be focusing on Section 42 of the Constitution, which is found in Chapter 4 of 1999 Constitution as amended. 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. So, what do you think when you think about discrimination in Nigeria? What do you think? Well, discrimination in Nigeria comes in different flavors. It can be discrimination at your workplace, discrimination in places of worship, or discrimination even within families. But we're talking about the country as a whole, as Nigeria. The biggest form of discrimination in Nigeria is what is fueled by tribalism. The tribalism is what really fueled discrimination in Nigeria, and it's been fueling discrimination in Nigeria since the inception, or since the independence of Nigeria. It has been fueling discrimination, tribalism. So this tribalism bring about this discrimination of who should go to certain state schools. That's like tertiary institution. I can see the discrimination of who gets some kind of state job or federal job. So this is a kind of discrimination that we'll find rampant in our system, in our country, Nigeria. So please, if you're watching this show, you can also comment in the comment section. What kind of discrimination have you seen? In what shape or form have you witnessed discrimination in Nigeria as a Nigerian, so that we can discuss about it even as we reflect on Section 42 of the Constitution. So discrimination is a big, big problem of Nigeria, but the law of the land, the Constitution said something about it. So, and hopefully, God willing, Nigerians will begin to learn to live above discrimination, to live above tribalism, to live above region-centric views, like saying, oh, we're just going to focus on our region and forget every other region. Because this kind of discrimination is what fueled the sense of marginalization. You hear that's the big word you hear being thrown around Nigeria. Say, oh, the Igbos are marginalized. Oh, the Yorubas are marginalized. Oh, the Niger Deltans are marginalized. And the truth of the matter, all Nigerians are marginalized. So, and this marginalization is also fueled by discrimination. So that is what I want you guys to be thinking about. So please, I want to see comment in the comments. But I think this is an interesting topic to hear people's experiences have been of discrimination in different parts of the country or in different endeavors as Nigerians. So please start thinking. I want to hear your stories. Let's have conversation. Let's talk, my brothers and sisters. Let's converse. What areas have you witnessed discrimination as a Nigerian living in Nigeria? Let's talk about it, okay? And as you're thinking about what areas you've been discriminating on as a Nigerian, we will take a quick break, and when we come back, I will continue the conversation.
Register to vote and collect your PVC now. Affliction shall not rise a second time.
That is why we members of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, is calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion, and political affiliation, to embrace our new formula known as 23 unto 23, which means you must encourage 23 persons to register for their voters card. Then the 23 persons should get another 23 persons to register too for their PVC. If 23 is multiplied by 23, we shall arrive at 529 voters card. If 189,035 of us do this, we shall have 100 million voters ready gidigba for the 2023 elections. By December 2022, GCSDN shall organize a global online election where we shall all choose the presidential candidate to support in the 2023 elections. We must elect a patriotic and visionary servant, a servant that will put our country and our citizens' rights above his or her personal interests. Oya, let the journey begin.
This message is powered by Prince Ewemade Concourse, PROGCSDN.
Welcome back, my brothers and sisters, and thank you for taking that little break with me. And then during the break, we played a short video of a jingle calling upon you, my fellow Nigerians, to make sure to get your PVC and vote come 2023 in all the election, not just presidential election, because you know the thing about Nigeria, they only focus on the presidential election, but there are other elections taking place. The same day the presidential election is taking place, there are also elections for National Assembly members. This is February 25th, 2023. Then in March 2023, that's the following month, there is election for governorships and the State House Assembly members. So make sure you participate in all of them, because it's when you elect these good leaders, those are the ones that's going to make like the state assemblies or the Federal House of Assembly. These are the people that make the laws, the good laws that governs our country, the good laws that set the policies of how things are done in different agencies, both governmental and non-governmental. So that's why you have to make sure you participate in those elections as well, to elect the right leaders, to make the right law. And then talking about the president and the governor, these are the ones that make the executive decision that implement or that ensure that the laws that was made by the National House Assembly or State House Assembly are implemented, are enforced with fullest effect, which is the problem of Nigeria. Our laws are not like implemented to the fullest effect because we have weak executives like President Buhari, which is the executive at the federal level, and the state governors in all the 36 states of the country. Some are doing average, and majority are in the mediocre range. And it's high time we'll get rid of mediocrity in our country. It's high time we'll get rid of mediocrity in our polity. You know, so when intelligent people, when smart people, when good people abstain from the politics or abstain from the political process, they provide avenue for the worst of us, for the weakest of us, for the dumbest of us to pilot the affairs of the country or the state or the local government or of our communities. That's why the good people need to wake up and participate. The intelligent people need to wake up and participate. The active people need to wake up and participate. It's a good thing to see how the youth of Nigeria are working so hard, tirelessly to get their PVC to vote the coming election. That is good. So we should keep pushing. But let's avoid this last minute approach because the continuous voters registration has been ongoing since last year, but many people ignore to do it then, and now everyone is rushing. Everyone will have just a few days or a few weeks to the end of the month, which the original deadline was 30th of June, but I've been hearing that INEC is thinking about extending it more till August, and some are saying yes, August of INEC have already extended it to August 31st. I am not sure at this moment. I have a connectivity problem to confirm that before the show, or hopefully I'll confirm it before the show and I'll post it in the comment section so that you know, has INEC truly extended the continuous voters registration till August, or so no matter what the case is, make sure to get your PVC if you haven't gotten so. Because if you have your PVC and vote the right people into office, that will help solve the problem that we're talking about today, that discrimination, the law of discrimination. That's going to make sure that the country is prosperous. The leaders are going to make sure the country is prosperous. The countries have the right policies that make sure we do well economically, educationally, and in manufacturing, in social activity or social welfare, to make sure everyone feels like a beloved citizen of the country, that no one feels like an outcast. So, and then discrimination will be reduced or even eliminated if you have the right leaders in office. That is the law of discrimination. So I will take a few minutes and read actually the section of the Constitution that we're talking about that focuses on discrimination and the likes of it. And it is found in section 42. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So let's read section 42 of our Constitution. I want to hear people ask questions and comment so that we have interactive section. Okay, section 42 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended says, a citizen of Nigeria of a particular community, ethnic group, place or origin, sex, religion, or political opinion shall not, by reason only that he is such a person, be subject either expressly by or in the practical application of any law in force in Nigeria or any executive administrative action of the government to disabilities or restrictions to which the citizens of the Nigeria or other communities, ethnic group, place of origin, sex, religions, or political opinion are made subject to. Then be accorded either expressly by or in practical application of any law in force in Nigeria or any such executive or administrative action, any privilege or advantage is not accorded to citizens of Nigeria or other communities, ethnic groups, places of origin, sex, religion, political opinion. So you can see this is the subsection 1 that I just read. We have A, B, and C, and I just read the other. We'll go to other subsection, but let's dwell on this first subsection. You saw the law said you are not going to be discriminated upon based on your ethnic group, based on say, you are Igbo, you're Yoruba, you're Efik, you're Ibibio, you're Kanuri, or you are Urobo. or you are Ijo or Ishikiri, so you're not going to be discriminated because if you belong to those ethnic groups, any ethnic group for that matter in Nigeria, or because you're a man or a woman and say, oh, you're a woman, that means we cannot give you this job in Nigeria. Oh, you have to be a man to get certain job in Nigeria. That is discrimination, and that is not allowed in our laws. And it becomes allowed in our laws because of the people we elect into office, people that do not care, people that have discriminatory tendency imbued within them. That's bigots. So if we elect bigots into office, then there is going to be a rampant discrimination. Just like our president, Muhammadu Buhari, he is clearly a bigot. He came in the national television and said that his wife, he doesn't know the party his wife belonged to, but she belonged in the other room. So his wife only belonged in the other room, so only to domestic affairs. So that is bigotry in a sense. So if we have those kind of leaders in office, if we elect such kind of leaders, then we have doomed our society to be divided into these discriminatory pockets that stifles our progress, because you have a brilliant woman who can do a job perfectly well that increase productivity and ensure success in that work. But you say, oh no, she is a woman, so we'll not give her the job. Discrimination against person's sex, which our law, section 42, subsection 1, says that permissible. That's not permissible. See that? So please and please, that is why it's essential. It's essential we become politically engaged. Nigerians, my brothers and sisters in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, make sure you are politically engaged. What kind of leaders do we elect into office? What kind of person do we allow to take over the helms of affairs of our land in the federal level, in the state level, and the local government level? Then in the other branches of, I just talked about the tiers of government. Then we talk about the branches of government in the executive branch, in the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. What kind of people do we allow in these kind of branches of government? And what kind of people do we allow in the tiers of government? These are very, very important, because if you keep picking the wrong people, then we are exposing ourselves to suffer and continue to suffer all manner of discrimination in our own land, in our own country. Okay, so I will take the next subsection. That subsection 2 says, no citizen of the Nigeria shall be subjected to any disability or deprivation. You cannot be deprived merely by reason of circumstances of birth. Okay, so because of the reasons of the circumstances of birth, you cannot be discriminated. Maybe you were born with one limb, that is one arm or one leg, or no legs at all. You cannot be discriminated and say, oh, because you have no leg, we cannot give you a government job or cannot give you a job. That is discrimination of disabled persons, and that is illegal. That is illegal according to our law. You can see that section 42, subsection 2. That is illegal. We cannot be discriminated because of that. Everyone, whether disabled or full body, should be afforded equal opportunity, and even helped. Like where we have disabled people, we should create more avenue so that disabled people can have access to amenities that they will not be able to enjoy if additional actions are not taken. Like we know, cripples crawls on the ground, but our roads are bad. We don't have special roads for cripples or lame people, or we don't have those that. We don't even have ramp. Like when we are building office spaces, when we build staircases, we don't even put in mind and put a ramp for disabled people in case they have a wheelchair, they have a ramp to climb the wheelchair. It becomes difficult for a disabled person to use the staircase to operate their wheelchair and stuff like that. So we need to have leaders, we need to elect leaders who are conscious of all these things to create a space and environment for everyone, disabled or not, to build a better country for each and every one of us, regardless of the circumstances of hurt. That is what the law said. That is what the Constitution said. So we'll continue. Yeah, let me take a quick break. When we come back, we will get back to this.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his hands and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You heard that, man. He said that even terrorists, the Boko Haram, repentant Boko Haram terrorists, can become the president of Nigeria someday. And why do we have such a person in such place of authority to utter such kind of words without caring about the sensitivity of that, or caring about what the people will think, the people who have suffered in the hand of terrorists? And you tell them, oh, this terrorist that tormented you, that raped you, that disabled you, that amputated your hand, or that killed your mother, your father, oh yeah, that terrorist is going to be the governor of your state, or is going to be the president of the whole country. Or because, oh, terrorist is now repentant. So why did that kind of person get into office? Because we elected the wrong president, we elected the wrong lawmakers, we elected the wrong judicial branch of government. And therefore, the government is a president that appoints all these chief of staff, army generals, or all this stuff, with other committee that is set up. And these are committees are people that we elected into office, these people. And they are going to promote such kind of person into high-ranking places to utter all sorts of nonsense. So that's the point I'm making once again. Excuse me. The point I'm making once again, excuse me, I need to drink water. Sorry. Sorry about it. So the point I was making once again is that the person, the people we elect into office matters. It matters. And we need to start caring, and we need to start participating in the process. Okay? So I'll go back to the comment section and take your comment. If you have not commented and you're watching this show now, please go and comment. I want to read your comments. So comment, ask questions, over your views and your opinion, okay? All right. Yeah, I've read this from Rita. Okay. He's just saying that knowledge is power. You cannot ask for what is due to you when you do not know. That is a powerful statement. That is true, my brother, the comrade Ahis. That is very true. Knowledge is indeed power. If you know nothing, you can ask about nothing. If you don't know that that you're supposed to go to primary school for free in Nigeria, you will not even know. You will not ask for, oh, why am I not allowed to go to primary school for free? If you don't know that you're supposed to go to secondary school for free in Nigeria, you will not be able to ask, oh, why am I going to primary secondary school for free in Nigeria? Because if you don't know that the government is supposed to equip all institutions to make sure nothing is lacking in all institutions, all public institutions, like government primary school, government secondary school, or government tertiary institution, like state university, federal university, then you will not ask, why is it that the government have not provided X, Y, and Z in our universities, in our secondary schools, in our primary schools? If you don't know that the government is supposed to make sure there's adequate doctors in the government hospitals, in public hospitals, general hospitals, you will not ask, why is it that all general hospitals in Nigeria are understaffed? It's like a discrimination against the poor, because it's the poor people that use such public facilities, or at least it has been reduced to just the poor people. Because when Nigeria was good, when Nigeria was a good country, when Nigeria was Nigeria that we are proud of, both the rich and the poor go to public institutions. Nigeria's public institution was great. Both the rich and the poor use government hospitals, general hospitals. But now, because we have successfully, repeatedly, continuously elected terrible leaders who have poverty of content, poverty of thought, and poverty of will to act and to do the right thing. Because we continuously elect those kind of people into office, they neglected those public institutions, and now the rich no longer go there, or the poor go there. They have successfully discriminated the poor. Is that the kind of country we want to continue with? Is that the kind of country we want? Please become politically engaged. Please become involved in the political process. This is the electionary period. Have you cared enough to look at the profiles of all the people running for office? We have 16 presidential candidates in Nigeria now, from representing 16 different political parties. I guess 2 political parties did not field any presidential candidate. So we have 16. Have you looked at the profile of those 16 people running for offices? Have you checked their record in the public space of governance, of delivery, of their character, moral character as individuals, as human beings? Have you looked into that? Have you checked that? If you continue not to care to do such things, then the wrong people keep taking the hands of affairs in our country, and we keep bastardizing our laws. You heard what I just read in section 42, subsection 1 and subsection 2. What the law guarantees. So when you elect the wrong people into office, these guarantees of the law just remain mere papers. They just become mere written word with zero power, with zero implementation. With zero implementation. Is that what we want for our country? Is that how we want to continue to live? And then live the same for our children and for the next generation and the generation after that? Because if we continue this kind of behavior of ignoring to participate in the process, we'll end up raising children who also have the same attribute of I don't care, nonchalant attitude, non-participatory attitude. And the next children after that, the same. And the suffering continues. We must end that cycle. We must end that cycle. We cannot remain and continue to do what the last generation did, that ignored and allowed terrible leaders to take over the realms of power. We have to do things differently. Let all this hype of getting PVC not just be a hype. Let it translate into something meaningful. Let it translate into something powerful. To be a ballot revolution, to elect the right leader into office. Be part of the process. Be part of the process. So we'll continue. I think this is the last subsection. That's subsection 3. It's a bit longer than the others. Say nothing in this nothing in subsection 1 of this section shall invalidate any law by reason only that the law imposes restrictions with respect to appointment of any person to any office under the state or as a member of the armed forces of the Federation or member of the Nigerian police forces to an office in the service of a body, corporate established directly or by any law in force in Nigeria. So that means if there is a new law that say X, Y, and Z, or a new law that promotes more rights, I guess, or that promotes the integrity of the country, or that does want to, or any law or the National Assembly, in the police force, in the armed forces, this section does not invalidate those laws. That is what this last subsection is talking about. So, in summary, because we are here at the end of the show, it's 30 minutes show, 30, 45 minutes show, and we are 30 minutes into the show. In summary, section 42, who has 3 subsections, focus on reminding us that we have been guaranteed the right as citizens that we cannot be discriminated based on our ethnic group, that if you're Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Ibibio, Kanuri, Efik, Urobo, you cannot be discriminated upon because of your ethnic group. And you cannot be discriminated upon because you're a woman or because you're a man. You cannot be discriminated upon because of how you were born, that you were born maybe without limbs, without an arm or leg. You cannot be discriminated because you're a disabled person. You cannot be discriminated upon because you belong to one political party or not. Because it's crazy right now. This is a political season. You see people like discriminating one another because of the party you belong to. Yes, I don't like APC as a party, PDP as a party. I believe both are terrorist organizations. But I don't hate people. I don't discriminate people that belong to those parties. Like, I know people who belong to those parties. I'll not say, oh, you're stupid who belong to that party. Oh, I'm not going to let you work in my company because you belong to that party that I don't like. That is discrimination. So that crime against our laws. So my brothers and sisters, promote love at all places, at all time, as a Nigerian, to your fellow Nigerians. And most importantly, become politically engaged, become part of the process, elect the right people into office in the executive branch of the government, like president and governors, and the legislative branch of government, like your senators, House of Representatives, and the State House of Assembly, and your judicial branch of government, like your judges of all the High Court or Supreme Court of the land. So make sure we pay attention to the people holding these key offices. Or make sure you know who is also in the local level, local government, your chairman, your councillors. Those are the people closest to you. Who do you elect into such office? Pay attention to such things. Okay? And I'm going to read the comments now, and then we'll wrap up. All right, I have a comment from my comrade, Ahis. Said, the Nigerian legislators are discriminating against those in the diaspora by refusing to make laws to enable them to exercise their voting rights as Nigeria. Bagam, you hit the nail in the cap. How do you say that? And don't mind my idiomatic expression or whatever I'm trying to say. The point, you've made a very valid point. We have been campaigning for this. The Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, which is the organization that powers this show, is a great campaigner that of increased diaspora participation in the electoral process, but should allow us as Nigerians in the diaspora to be able to vote. Many people, many countries allow their citizens abroad to vote. Why can't Nigeria get there? We need to get there. We have to keep preaching that message. You are right, comrade. You have been discriminating against Nigerian diaspora, and that has to change, and it must change. And we have to continue to voice our opinion. We have to continue to fight for it to happen. And when we continue to fight for it to happen, it will surely happen. And another comrade commented, Uko, I know this girl, Uko, our area mama, Miss Edith, Mrs. Edith. So thank you, comrade. Thank you, area mama. Thank you for coming to the show. I need to have you as a guest in this show. You have to make time. One Tuesday, make out time, be a guest on my show. I want your energy to express fundamental rights in Nigeria. We still have about 4 more weeks of fundamental rights of Nigeria before we'll move on to a different segment of the Constitution. So we have done section 33 all the way to 42. Today we're doing section 42, and we'll have 43, 44, 45, and 46. So 4 more sections to go to. So make yourself available within the next 4 weeks to be a guest to come and talk about the fundamental rights of our fellow Nigerians, as covered in the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Please keep sharing, keep liking, keep participating in this show. And this is where I leave you. And I hope to see you next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. And always don't come to the show alone. Invite people to participate. This show is so good that it should not be watched by you alone. It's so good for every Nigerian that you need to make sure every Nigerian participates. Every Nigerian you know, send them the link every Tuesday, 9 p.m. to participate. And thank you very much. I should continue to do that. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my channel because this is being streamed in multiple platforms. There's the YouTube, which is the GCSDN YouTube channel, and my own YouTube channel, and also in on Facebook and on Twitter. So make sure you continue to participate, join the conversation every Tuesday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it because you have always been faithful and joining me every Tuesday. That makes me very happy. Makes me very happy. Thank you all and see you next Tuesday.